G'day people, this is Sharpino here, welcome you guys to week 10 of the PMC League Battles Team Pack. This week we're taking on the Oregon Duckletts, and gentlemen, ladies, Pokemon players everywhere, we need to win some battles if we want a chance to sneak into the top playoffs. At this point in the game we are 4-5, but we need to go ahead and prep for our opponent's team, and let me tell you people, this team is terrifying beyond belief. Let me tell you what team this person has. So, the coach Johnny GB, go ahead and check out his channel, link in the description down below. Has Excadrill, Tyranitar, so you already can see Sandrush, Sand teams there. Klefki, Slowbro, Azelf, Oregon 2, Druddigon, Magneton, Sork, Victory Bell, and Mega Charizard Y. So you can obviously see a bit of potential with Tyranitar and the Mega Charizard Y being a mixed weather team. Excadrill can definitely be a bit of a problem with Sandrush, Tyranitar. The Klefki, that don't even need to say anything about that. The Porygon 2 even could be a problem. Porygon 2 and Slowbro could definitely be big problems for us. And even that Azelf, like I saw A-Drive just got beaten by JYT Gamer with the Azelf, so we need to watch out for that Azelf as well. So I mean, there's quite a bit of threats on this team right here. So we need to make sure that we prep appropriately. Now, for the first time ever, I am not bringing Talonflame to this Wi-Fi battle. Ever. So this is the first time I've ever done this, and let me explain to you guys why. Looking at his team, he has so many different answers for a Talonflame, and I've counted how much damage Flare Blitz and Brave Bird do, and really, it's not rave-worthy. Like, it's just not worth it. It's not in our best interest to go ahead and bring it in, especially if he does bring in something like the Klefki to set up rocks and everything else. Talonflame really isn't going to do too much for us this battle, so we're going to go ahead and let Talonflame sit this one out this week. And then some of you like, Talonflame's bad? I'm like, no, just in this battle he's bad. So let's go ahead and show you guys what I brought this week and why. So we brought Mega Sableye with Mega Sableye, Mega Sableye with Mega Sableye. Off to a great start, people. Honestly, round of applause for me for doubling up myself. We have Dark Pulse, Carmine, Blue, and Recover. So we're going back to the original way we ran this Mega Sableye. And I was talking to the vet about this, and he goes, look at his team, he does have a lot of Pokemon that just sit there. So really, you could sit there with them and do Carmine, especially against things like Klefki. Now I would go Shadow Ball, but I was afraid if he brings in Porygon 2, I'll just get walled by it. So we've got Carmine, Lewis, Recover, Dark Pulse, standard, Mega Sableye setup. Next we have Suicune. As this Suicune's a little bit different. The Suicune is Assault Vested, because we know that Charizard Y is definitely going to come, and we need to prep for Solar Beams. So we've got Assault Vest, Bold Nature Still, so it still is with Scald, Ice Beam, Hidden Power Fighting, and Mirror Coat. Now, Hidden Power Fighting is more for the Porygon 2, the Tyranitar, and the Excadrill, but I mean, we've got Scald to take care of that. But the Hidden Power Fighting is just an answer for those Pokemon that could be issues for us. And then Mirror Coat, obviously, for the Solar Beam. Really, that's the only move. Even, I guess, the Magneton go for Thunderbolt or Ball Switch. That could possibly be another thing as well. So it's definitely within our interest to go ahead and do that. Next we have a Choice Scarf Krookodiles here, Choice Scarf Moxie, Earthquake, Crunch, Stone Edge, and Superpower. One thing I need to watch out for, and I need, the bird also told me this, is that Klefki does get Magnerized. And Magnerized Klefki is one thing my team has issues dealing with. So we have to make sure that we can either do something with our other teammates to kind of restrict the Klefki in order for us to move along in this here. So hopefully we can do a sweep, but we'll just see how things go from there. Next we have Celebi, Life Orb, Natural Cure, Giga Drain, Ancient Power, Earth Power, and Hidden Power Fighting. Again, answers to the Tyranitar and everything else. Really, the Ancient Power is for the Charizard, the Earth Power is for the Magneton, and everything else. Giga Drain, I mean, even it could be for the Excadrill, because I mean, the Excadrill doesn't take Giga Drain is neutral against Excadrill. So, and then everything else, like Giga Drain takes care of the Slowbro, takes care of the Tyranitar, and everything else. So Celebi does look like they could do a bit of work against this team in this week. Next we have Dragougie, Black Sludge Adaptability. Now, the third gave me this set, and it's a little bit different. And he explained to me as to why he gave me this set, and it actually made a lot of sense after he explained it to me. So this Dragougie has Hydro Pump, Sludge Wave, Substitute, and Toxic. Now the reason why there's no Draco Meteor, A, that's a Klefki. B, there's not really anything that takes it super effective except the Druddigon, and really I can handle Druddigon either way. And C, Hydro Pump in this situation actually does more benefit to us, especially when you've got things like Excadrill, Tyranitar, and all that. And the last Pokemon is really going to help with that, and I'll explain to that when we get to it. But Sludge Wave, Substitute, Toxic. Substitute's more so for the Klefki, so you want to go for Thunder Wave or stuff like that. Because, standard movesets, Magnerise, Thunder Wave, Spikes, Stealth Rocks, and Dazzle Gleam. They have one offensive move. give or take what he wants to bring here. The last Pokemon we have, this is where things, it is Uxie. With leftovers, we're going careful this time. Careful nature with Fire Punch, U-Turn, Thunder Wave, and Stealth Rock. Now, Fire Punch actually hits quite a few Pokemon on my parents' team here. So we have, obviously, Escadrille, we have the Magneton. What other Pokemon does Fire Punch hurt? Fire Punch hurts the Victory Bell, but I don't think we'll see Victory Bell. Not really. And it can even hurt Klefki as well. So, I mean, the Fire Punch could actually be a bit beneficial. And if we can get the Sun in on the Uxie as well, I guess that adds a bit of zazz to our Fire Punch. Thunder Wave is just to restrict things, especially that Klefki. Like, if we can get things started off with the Uxie versus Klefki, we just exchange Thunder Waves or whatever, I'm cool with that. I'm really cool with that. Because more likely, Klefki, like I said, Thunder Wave, Mount Rise, Stealth Rock or Spike. More likely Spike, and then Dazzling Gleam, or whatever the last minute Flash Cannon, or whatever it is. Really, that could be the thing for us. So, hopefully, this week we can come with the W, because last season, when we hit round 10, we were seeing a 5-5. Let's see if we can try and hit 5-5 this time around, because, I mean, the way that the PMC is doing playoffs is a little bit different than last time. It's not based off who's the best in your division. It's based on the best in your whole sanction. So, hopefully, if we get the win this week, we have a better chance of making tops with a 5-5 than a 4-6. If we have a 4-6, more likely we probably won't make it. But, we'll see how things go, and hopefully we can come with the W. So, stay tuned for the Wi-Fi bell, which should be out in a day or so. And until the next time I see you guys, stay safe, stay sharp, and I will catch you guys all next time. Later!